Okay, this is a explanation of the jazz blues video that I just put up, but I'm only going to focus on the skeleton of the whole progression, which is 1-4-5 blues. It's in the key of C. Okay, I'm only playing on 3 strings: the D, the G, and the B. Right there. That's my C triad. But because we're doing a blues, I'm going to make every chord a dominant, which means I'm going to use a 1, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th. Because I'm a bluesy MF, right? I am a dad after all. So if we created an arpeggio that fits under our hand in this one position, C chord, it's this one springs to mind immediately. And that's what I'm doing in the video, which is 2 notes on the D string, 1 note on the G string, 2 notes on the B string, and back down. And that pattern repeats. I try to develop a repeatable pattern with the right hand. Sometimes it's hammer-on, sometimes it's picking every note. That's, you know, highly a personal decision to make. But the point is that it's a repeatable pattern with the right hand, because this little dog right here is what people hear, right? This is what they hear. So not enough teachers focus on this piece of equipment right here, because this is what people hear. This is important, the way that it hits here, but we don't hear that. We hear, sorry, right there. We hear that, the tip of that pick, and the way it hits. So if we can make a repeatable pattern with our right hand and then make our left hand support that, that is the underlying thesis for this study. So every single arpeggio that I played in that video, there must have been 7 or 10 arpeggios, I don't know, but they all had 2 notes on the first string, 1 note on the second string, 2 notes on the next string, 3 note arpeggios. So I'm going to demonstrate right now just the 1, 4, and 5. Right, and then the G, I'm going to play like this. Cowboy chord. So the arpeggio is right there. 1 chord. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Flat 7. Root. 3rd, 5th. Flat 7. And back down. Watch my right hand. Watch my right hand. Or you can pick them all. I'm a little sloppy right now, but that's the point. Repeatable patterns. Okay, so I showed you the 1 chord. That's just your C chord. C7 chord. See that shape right there? And then you're going to drop down to the 4 chord, which is the F. You can play like this, you can play like this, you can play like this, cowboy chord. Lots of ways to voice it right there. The arpeggio shape that I'm choosing for the 4 chord here mirrors the 1 chord shape, in that the right hand is doing the same thing on the same strings. So I just, and the voice leading is nice. Check it out. There's the 3rd of my 4 chord right there, right underneath my 7th. 7th to 3rd. 7th of the 1 chord. And you're going to move to the F. What's the 3rd of the F? Target the third right there, baby. So check it. There's those little shapes. So here's the 4-chord shape I'm using. Here's my root on the A string, but I'm not playing that note. I'm playing this note. I'm starting on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, tonic, 3rd. See that stretch right there? This stretch right here will be the most painful. When you can make this chord, those 3 notes should ring out. When you can do that, see how those arpeggios just flow between each other? Nothing changes here, man. They just flow. Listen, 1. They flow because they're on the same strings. They're right there. All right, then the 5 chord comes in, the G. So if you focus on this, which is the cowboy chord form of the G, I like to do this shape. It's 2 notes starting on the flatted 7th of the G, which is an F note on the A string, okay? F note, upstroke. G note on the A string, downstroke. Sweep to the 3rd of the dominant, which is the B right there. And then the D note on the G string, right? And then that's a little sweep right there, right? Then you grab your 7th right here, an octave up from where you started, upstroke, pull off, down, sweep up, sweep on the tonic, on the A string, pull off, and then sweep up again, dog. And then you're back. We'll save that chord for later.